Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, November 16, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Montreal Canadiens vs Rangers. The offense has been terrible for Montreal. They have scored 2 goals or less in 7 out of the last 9 games. The Habs rank 31st in goals per game, 19th in shots per game, 31st in shooting percent, and 31st in scoring efficiency ratio. Nick Suzuki leads the team with 14 points. After finishing in 7th in goals last season, Tyler Toffoli has just 3 goals in 17 games played. Our first betting advice is to pick New York Rangers. In the game against the Devils, it took more than overtime to come up with a win, but the Rangers found a way to prevail. The opening period saw the Rangers with an 11-10 edge in shots on goal, but they were outscored 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. In the second period, New York held a 15-7 edge in shots on goal and outscored New Jersey 2-1 to tie the game at 2 after 2 periods. Adam Fox scored his 4th of the year, unassisted, at 3:11 of the period to tie the game. Alexis Lafreniere gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead with his 4th of the season at 11:24 off assists from Kaapo Kakko and Jacob Trouba. The Rangers gave up the equalizer later in the period. New York held a 10-9 edge in shots in the third period with both teams scoring once, leaving the game deadlocked at 3. Kakko gave the Rangers a 3-2 lead with his 1st of the season at 6:29 off an assist from Ryan Strome. They gave up the equalizer later in the period. In overtime, New York held a 5-1 edge in shots with neither side lighting the lamp. In the shootout, both teams scored in the 2nd, 3rd and 5th rounds to keep things level. After Pavel Zacha was stopped in round 7, Chris Kreider scored to give the Rangers the triumph. Alexander Georgiev made 24 saves in the win for New York, who held a 41-27 edge in shots on goal. Igor Shesterkin is expected to get the start between the pipes here. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5. Nashville Predators vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The offense has struggled, but the defense has been one of the best in the NHL, allowing only 2.60 goals per game. Roman Josi and Dante Fabro have combined for 2.8 defensive point shares and 30 blocked shots, while Mattias Ekholm and Alexander Carrier have combined for 1.4 defensive point shares and 41 blocked shots to give the Predators 2 strong defensive pairings. In addition, goaltender Juuse Saros has been great in the net this season with a .927 save percentage and a 2.17 goals against average on 355 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Toronto Maple Leafs. Against Buffalo, it was a typical back and forth affair between a pair of bitter geographical rivals, but the Maple Leafs maintained momentum by scoring late to get the win. The opening period saw the Maple Leafs outshot 13-5 with the game tied at 1 on the scoreboard after 20 minutes. David Kampf opened the scoring with his 2nd of the year at 2:43 off assists from Alexander Kerfoot and Pierre Engvall. Toronto gave up the equalizer later in the period. In the second period, Toronto held an 8-7 edge in shots and outscored Buffalo 2-1 to lead 3-2 after 40 minutes of action. Ondrej Kase gave the Maple Leafs a 2-1 lead with his 4th of the season at 7:18 off assists from John Tavares and Austin Matthews. Michael Bunting extended to a 3-1 lead with his 4th of the year at 8:28 off assists from Jason Spezza and Jake Muzzin. The Sabres got a goal back to climb within a goal after 40 minutes. In the third period, Toronto held a 13-7 shot edge with both teams scoring twice, leaving that 1-goal margin of victory as time expired. Tavares gave Toronto a 4-2 lead with his 8th of the year on the power play at 9:22 off assists from Morgan Rielly and Mitch Marner. After Buffalo tallied twice within 59 seconds to tie the game, Rielly won it with his 1st of the year at 19:48 off an assist from Kerfoot. Joseph Woll made 23 saves to earn his first NHL win for the Maple Leafs, who were outshot 27-26 in the game. Jack Campbell is slated to be in goal for this contest. Our second betting advice is to pick under 5.5. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Islanders vs Florida Panthers. The offense has struggled, but the defense has carried the Islanders to start the season, allowing only 2.55 goals per game. Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulock have combined for 1.7 defensive point shares and 51 blocked shots, while Noah Dobson, Scott Mayfield, and Zdeno Chara have combined for 1.4 defensive point shares and 65 blocked shots to add depth to the unit. Moreover, goaltender Ilya Sorokin is having a great season with a .933 save percentage and a 2.18 goals against average on 328 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Florida Panthers. Florida is averaging 3.73 goals per game. They scored 2 goals on 28 shots in their last game. Jonathan Huberdeau and Eetu Luostarinen scored a goal apiece for the Panthers, while Lucas Carlsson, Alexander Barkov, and Aaron Ekblad picked up an assist. Florida has also played well defensively, giving up 2.60 goals per game. They gave up 3 goals in their last game, with Sergei Bobrovsky saving 21 of 24 shots. They will need to do a better job if they want to get the win. Our second betting advice is to pick under 5.5. Buffalo Sabres vs Pittsburgh Penguins. The offense has played well, but the defense has struggled, allowing 3.07 goals per game. Mark Pysyk and Colin Miller have combined for 1.7 defensive point shares and 35 blocked shots, but the rest of the defensive unit has struggled this season and is allowing opponents to find open shots at will on the net. In addition, goaltender Dustin Tokarski is struggling as the starter with a .908 save percentage and a 2.95 goals against average on 229 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Penguins are used to being near the top or at the top of the Metro Division standings, not in 7th place in the division. I know it's still early, but Pittsburgh fans have a right to be concerned. The Penguins were blasted 6-1 by the Capitals in their last game to fall to 5-9 on the season. They have yet to win 2 games in a row and are just 3-7 in their last 10 games. On offense, it is their power play that has done them in, as they are ranked dead last in the league, converting on just 8.7% of their chances. Pittsburgh is 4th in shots per game, but just 17th in scoring at 2.93 GPG. Pittsburgh hopes to get their offense on track against a Buffalo team that has struggled in the crease of late. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5.